All right, you ready? It's recording. Just record me.
It's recording.
Is you recording?
Yep.
Do you believe in life after life?
I can just fall backwards.
Hold up, my foot.
Oh, forget it. I'm doing this one.
You push towards this one.
I'm doing it.
Okay, we're not ready? Oops.
I started documenting certain things now in my life.
Hurry up.
It goes back further than I realized. When I was a kid, my brothers and I had so much time on our hands. We would make up stupid videos, do dumb things, and come up whatever crazy idea crossed our minds. And, you know, we just kind of just pass the time just making little videos. And there was something about being a kid where you could just press record and create something without thinking about what it meant. And somehow, the moment you press record, you create a memory. I think that feeling has a lot to do with my family. My grandfather was always documenting certain things in our phase, I would say, in our lives, like pretty much middle school and high school. And my mother was also too. She always was taking pictures on her camera or you know, because both my mom and my grandfather, they both had these little handy cam cameras and stuff, and they would capture some of the most random moments. I remember when I first got my first car, I just didn't see the significance in why my grandfather had to record that memory, but it's because he was trying to preserve something.
Thank you.
They were hiding. They were hiding.
Thank you.
Come here, because we were going to take a picture with Sean.
This is a nice car, man. Whoa, down, buddy. Oh, man. It's good over here.
Andres said he wants to drive over here and look at it, man. I said, no, you're not.
They always were recording, you know, the little things in the family, like the gatherings, the random moments, and, you know, my first car, concerts, music, playing gigs, going to different venues and clubs. And my grandfather always wanted to see our reactions, you know, and my mother also did the same, always capturing moments with the family. And again, yeah, at the time, I never really thought about it, why and what they were trying to do. You know, maybe they were trying to preserve something, and maybe they knew these moments wouldn't last forever. And I think in some small way, they were always trying to stop time. And, you know, when I look back at all those videos and it's, you know, going on like trips or vacation or you know, dinner parties, a conversation with somebody, or, you know, just little things, little pieces of time that somehow survived, and moments that would have otherwise disappeared. And I think the other biggest reason why, when I started documenting even more so now, I would say it's because when COVID happened, I suddenly had nothing but time on my hands. And so I started, you know, making videos, and somehow, you know, 6 years later, or from 2020 to now, and I'm still trying to find whatever this is about documenting certain things in my life, and, you know, documenting ordinary days, you know, strange days, good days, bad days, music, places, and people, my friends, and my hobbies. and little moments that probably wouldn't mean much to anyone else. But it's because I've been trying to do what my mother and my grandfather were doing, and it's because they were staying in the moment and, you know, pressing record before it, you know, disappears. And maybe that's why I keep making videos, and not because every moment is supposed to be like an extraordinary moment, but because, I don't know, maybe one day I might want to remember what it felt like to be there, you know, or be in that exact thing that I was remembering. Maybe it was a sunset in the distance, or maybe that's what a camera has always been to me. Not a way to show people my life, but a way to remember that I'm living it. And even the camera itself isn't just for filming your life. It's watching you change and watching you progress. And one of the reasons why I do like filming now is because, you know, my dad was also showing me a lot of movies at such a young age. And he was like, you're going to sit right here, mijo, and you're going to watch a Bruce Lee movie. You're going to watch this Jackie Chan movie. You're going to watch this Rocky movie. And so, like, we would all sit on the couch and just kind of, you know, process, you know, film in general, like, you know, and he would kind of show us all these very dramatic and also like intense action movies. And so, like, I think that's kind of also the start of it. And because I would sit on a couch for hours, literally watching a movie, and then we would, you know, put in the next one, and from the Blockbuster, just renting all the VHSs, and we would just put one in after the other. And that was pretty much like a whole highlight of a day for me back then. And so something about recording people and recording the everything around you, it's because you're trying to capture your life, and you're trying to pay attention to the smallest details that, you know, and it sounds, you know, kind of out there and kind of almost bizarre in some way, but it's just, again, it's little moments and little things like that where it's nice to be remembered as, you know, some sort of storyteller. And whether that's, you know, acting on the screen, portraying yourself as somebody else, or making, you know, a film in general. And I don't know why, I have for the last 6-7 years I've been gravitating towards the more filming and the more way to express myself in this art form, in this medium, you know, however you look at it. So, but again, this is one of those things where, looking back at all the memories, and they were just always like looking back at all the good, bad, and the ugly, and even the funny times. And it's just like, I can't believe sometimes these things even happen. Like, it's just like, a part of me always thinks if someone was always 24/7 documenting your life, obviously, it's a bit much, right? Maybe it's way more than it is, but a part of me thinks, like, if, you know, it would be kind of cool to see your life in a highlighted form of the best moments, or the best worst moments, or best funny moments, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what I've been trying to do through this YouTube channel, and through this process, and this creativeness, and everything that defines me as a person, and who I see myself becoming. And so, but anyway, just wanted to give you guys pretty much my insight of me documenting my life, and still continuing to do this to this day, and you know, enjoy some of these little flashbacks, blast from the past moments that I've captured. And it's just, again, just on my phone, flip phone, old school cameras and all that. And again, and I think there's just something beautiful about keeping a piece of a moment alive, and for as long as you can, and because it just matters so much to you. And again, recording something, you know, not just the little things or the big things, it's like everything in between. And it's, you know, it's the moment that you see that is worth remembering. And I want to remember those exact moments. And maybe in a way, in a weird way, I would say it's like recording is in its own way of like a love communication. It's almost like quite saying like, I just want to remember these things exactly the way they were. And I think we record because somewhere inside us, we know that even the ordinary moments deserve, to be remembered. And I think that's why I keep recording, because life doesn't ask us which moments we want to keep. They just simply pass by us, and pressing record is the closest thing we have to telling a story or capturing that moment. And it just lets us feel that moment to stay in that moment just a little longer. So, yeah. Alrighty, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.